Hello again, Glitch Repair, aka the original card game for the win. And kind of got a special event that I might be able to show off a bit. I've already did the event, but it's a really cool one that I can go ahead and show off a bit more of. It's a no limit thing, and I do mean no limits. Like, part of the point is no limits. Like, just about anything except some very specifically banned cards, but everything else, including things that were previously banned, are if they're not specifically banned, they aren't banned. Basically, they just like go ahead. So this can be a bit crazy, and you don't even have to have them in your collection. In fact, let me kind of show what I was doing here actually. You see, I have my Divine Wrath deck, but I copied it and did a little bit of a twist. Because I decided that since I have some planeswalkers that I didn't have the emblems of yet that I'd actually experienced, that it would be an interesting thing to put them in here. So, I've got some additional planeswalkers that I hadn't previously collected that I have in this particular deck here, and a few of them that are very interesting. So, as you can see, I kind of buffed it with the, well, okay, so I exchanged a few things. So, none of the Apex creatures, and a few things I kind of toned down the number of extra copies of, but between that, I was able to fit in basically 10 plus additional planeswalkers. And it's already a huge deck, so that it's kind of insane. But that's kind of the theme of this whole thing. As you can see, I've already got my wins and even played a little extra. But part of the point is actually emblem hunting. So I'm going to kind of discuss a few things kind of casually while I'm doing this, since I've already won here. And we'll show off just kind of what kind of hilarious things this could result into. Let me see here. That one, no. Yes, that's fine to start with. I think I will possibly, let's get interesting and leave the spark here. People Poncho, there's the name. But yeah, there's gonna be some hilariously crazy things showing up in this one, because yeah, you can see combos in an event like this that you would not see otherwise. This is basically an open access night. Okay, so they're going elf. Nice. Yeah, I guess they were going seriously elf. Yeah, I was completely right. They're going heavily elf here. waiting there. Okay, Cable's Passage. Which is, of course, strictly better than Evolving Wilds, but hey. Evolving Wilds is now a classic, but Fabled Passage probably. I mean, seriously, it is the best. Okay, there goes my thumb. That's okay. Yeah, definitely need a little more flyer power here, Finn. Okay, they have a tryout. Nice. But yeah, as I was going to actually say, I'm kind of going over a few things casually while I just play a bit of this event. And one of the things is I've actually gotten to see a few deals in the shop that actually interest me in terms of actually being for straight up money. Like, not any kind of in-game currency. In fact, they're exclusive to just buying in, so I'm gonna have to finally see if I can actually use direct money, or if it has a thing against whatever card I've got access to. So, I mean, that can theoretically happen. Where it just doesn't accept your cards, and then I'd be stuck at free to play rather than choosing to go that way. I mean, I like being a quest to win, it probably still will be pretty heavily, but it just won't be like an absolute thing as much, because I do have some money to go with these days, but the bigger thing is just how much I love what I'm seeing so far of the previews they've already given for Adventures in Forgotten Realms, and how much so many things just converge on it that I've been kind of waiting on for a long time. So it's just like a lot of things like that have just kind of shown up, and I'm gonna not be able to get past all that because Death Touch. Oh, never mind. See, do I locus cut or do I double? Anyhow, as I was saying, the thing is, there's some very good, like, pre-order bundles in the shop right now for Adventures in Forgotten Realms, one of which can give you, like, 50 plus packs. That's... I mean, there's a very good chance I might actually collect a good portion, if not the whole set, of all those packs. So that's actually kind of insane. So, And another one of them kind of has a lot of craft tokens and stuff involved, all of which get you a planeswalker and their card style. So that's definitely a welcome bonus. And the thing is that I kind of really want to collect an absolute boatload of adventures in Forgotten Realms, so I'm seriously considering getting one of these pre-order deals, if not both of them. Well, I'm gonna take one down with me. I was a lot luckier earlier on this. There was a round I had where I got like 3+ emblems. Let me see. It was Dovin Bonds. From Domery Wade is Aspect of City Smasher. And let's see who else was it that I got? Oh, it's Tyver Kell. That was an interesting quick combo. Oh, look, chemical symbol here. Sodium hydroxide. It's very interesting that that shows up that way. I think they may have suddenly lost their connection. That was interesting and hilarious, and I didn't get an opportunity to show off any new emblems or get any. I was wanting to get some before some additional ones before the event ended while I'm casually talking about some of these things I'm probably going to be doing. So, like originally I was saying, like way before, that I do want to get the Adventurer, the Adventurer bundle, which has been there for like a long time. And I definitely want to get that one. Because I think the Adventurer and City of Brass fits D&D very well, even if they don't really put it into Adventures in Forgotten Realms at all. I still think it's very good. So there's that aspect of it that I just think it really fits in, especially with the fact that it has City of Brass, and that's been a big feature in D&D for a long time. It's one of the great enemies. This is the Grand Efreet city. So there's definitely that. Yeah, Fabled Passage seems to be like on a roll for some particular reason. It just is. But yeah, I really do think the Adventurer. What? Just for the riot of it. But yeah, that was nice. I definitely want to go for that, and I might actually get a little something. It's a bit of a last moment thing, but one that I consider to be a good taste there. Do I want to go for that now, or? Could be interesting. But yeah, additionally, kind of other welcoming bundles. Well, not the welcoming bundle, but you know, like the other bundles for Forgotten Realms. I'm definitely thinking of. Okay, they're playing it kind of a willy-nilly on that one. That also allows them to possibly play Crow's better. Card, please. Be smart a bit, I'll take it. That Lotus Cobra. Oh my gosh. How many times have I seen things work with that? Well, admittedly, I also poof this thing so often. It's hilarious. Okay, they... admittedly, I did swipe a very good creature. Okay, that's a bit funny. Yeah, just in between here for a moment. Let me see here. Just kind of show off some of the ones I was thinking of here, because I got these special bundles here, and the adventure, as I was saying before. But they also have this one that's... You can check out the rewards here. You get Lolth's Spider Queen, who's going to be presented as a Planeswalker this time. 50 Adventures in Forgotten Realms boosters. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about there. And you also get like the card style, which is a nice little cosmetic to say, hey, I pulled this off. And over here we've got another one. It's Eliwick as a planeswalker, and you get like 3 player draft tokens, 1 sealed token. Also the card style goes with Eliwick. But you also get the Adventures in Forgotten Realms set Mastery Pass. And I'm thinking of going with that too, because I definitely wanted a Master Pass for this set, so that regardless of if those 50 work out, then yeah. So I might get that too. So I think between these 3 is probably going to be some where it will probably be some of my first truly like pay-ins. I mean, sure, the Welcome Bundle is a classic, but it'll stay there. I'll be fine. But you can kind of see what I'm talking about with those. So back to just kind of, I guess you could say gaming and blogging at the same time. Because there's a lot to it there. Again, there's so many things that for me just really converge in when D&D and MTG unite, and that may be a slight reference to a previous MTG series I did on my main channel. But admittedly is kind of something that I might be able to expand on over time and even do with kind of some new ways, basically. But that's kind of a different point. So, hecka. But yeah, I mean, just the fact that I've been kind of waiting for an event like this for a long time. Again, there's been a few MTG realms that have been kind of pushed into D&D style before, but the other way around, this is kind of a new thing, where you got D&D stuff in MTG style, and I'm really enjoying what I've been seeing about that, so we'll see how that goes. And I'm really thinking it will be kind of awesome. And I'm really hoping that my assumption of awesome will fit there. Okay. Hello, Halvar. Aka is back because the bird is the word. And here's Rao. Might be interesting if I can cast him. But he's kind of a turn roll thing all the way up. For the realm is definitely seriously worth it. Still don't have a fire. Guess I'll take fast land in this case. Akka is now officially puffed up. Okay. Life gain land, thank you. But yeah, it's been kind of a bit of a prophetic moment for me for a long time. They would have some way of tying things in. Hello, Exodus. Oh, hold on. But again, there was that thing where they kind of revealed that they were going to be doing this for a long time. All the way back into like 3rd edition manual of the plane. So how crazy is that? But that whole thing about Pandemonium having a connection between them, I mean, that's like a legendary tease. So, I mean, that has to be something they were intending for a really long time, but just didn't know exactly how they were going to do it. Like, there's like, yeah, we definitely want to have our worlds go back and forth in style in some way or another, but how are we going to pull it off? Well, it took them a long time to fully get the plan together on that, but it seems to have pulled through in the end.
Volky, god of... Oh, my cover's blown, isn't it?
You gotta... Sometimes you just gotta follow what this guy's actually saying here.
How badly did we miss that?
So, basically, I've kind of got to pay tribute to this huge moment coming up. And I really want to. Like, I do love the style of how Adventures in Forgotten Realms is going and some of the dynamics about it. So, it's something that I really would like to do. And it's going to be awesome. So, I really want to just go all out. I sacrificed nothing. Oh. You're like, oh crap, I cannot fight the Blood Avatar. Goodbye. To be there's a classic. But yeah, I definitely want to collect the absolute living tar out of that set. And those sets are definitely, what, was it at 3 before, or 4? This is an event, this should count. I'll have to check after this one. But anyhow, it's something that I'm really into feeling, and there's just so many things to it. I'm beginning to wonder if this is kind of one of those things that just had to happen. And I guess this is the moment where I'm going, okay, I know that I physically collected a lot of the game over time. It's a big hobby. It's always been a big hobby. It's always been a big hobby of mine. But I think in particular this is going to be one of those moments where I'm going, hey, Wizards of the Coast, just take my money, you've earned it, because this set is awesome. There's no way I'm letting you do it. Something tells me they may heavily have regret soon for having Wishclaw Talisman being one of their things. Because there's just a lot of things they could go with. So what do we want to go? Do I want to go for my own version of a meme win and go with, I think I do. I think I want to go with Merit Lage's Slumber, because that ought to accelerate things interestingly. It's all blue, so... Ah, there we go. Okay, there we go. If they use that, they could definitely trigger me throwing in the world tree. Speaking of World Tree. Okay. Yeah. Okay, just right on cue. Hello, World Tree. I mean, I've already got one of the gods in my deck right here, so... Well, they're really anteing up in terms of just how much they're tossing extra cards into their hand. So that could be interesting. Okay. Okay, time to show up. Okay, I can see where that one's going, so... Goodbye. Sure, you could have given me something there, but I know you was gonna go for something that would combo with Exquisite in a way that's an Infinity combo, because I've used that strategy myself more than once, and in more than a way. So, yeah, I know that. It's actually the more dangerous card than the You know, still, a good poof is a good poof. Okay, I knew Vito would show up. Well... They're gonna need that life for whenever I rent things over with a boatload of gods. Which will actually increase again after Forgotten Realms, because they are doing so. Yeah, I knew that would show up. miss one of those infinity combos. Because if you have anything that has the ability that says whenever you gain life, target opponent loses like any amount, then these two will combo. Veto is the fastest because it's equal. Also, there's another card from a previous set that also did that. I don't remember if it was Drana's Emissary or Drana's Chosen, or I think it had something to do with Drana, legendary vampire from Zendikar. I think it was one of those. But it was something basically like that, where whenever an opponent lost, whenever you gained life, an opponent lost exactly that much life, rather than it being only 1 point, like with several other cards. Like I had an infinity combo between Exquisite Blood and Dina Soul Steeper recently, when I was doing one of the things with the 100 card historic brawl that they did. And that was good. Because she also has a similar ability that whenever, I think it's whenever you gain life, opponents lose points. So it's just like 1 point each. But the fact is that it helps out in a way that's pretty much very similar. So it comes up that way pretty quickly. And I did a similar infinity. There's also like another one in Zendikar that's the vampire that does that. And of course I know Epicure of Blood has been a vampire that has a similar ability for a long time. So there's several things that combo with that card. So you kind of need to eliminate it in some way fairly quickly. If you can. I mean, that in some cases it's up to luck, but hey, that happens. Hello? Hey, we straight up have a Kyle. That's interesting in and of itself. Oh, this could get wild. They're just the other things I was concentrating on. Suddenly realized I have Vorinclex in here. So that could get positively nuts. I'm going to possibly do a little takedown here. Because Sigrid God Favored, that ability set is very hitful. Okay. So they went with the little construct servo there. really great to cast out while they're attacking with something large. And going poof. So we'll see if they attack with something decently large. Or you can just crew one of these. Yeah, that's one way to get energy. Okay, he's gonna... They certainly have a lot of servos they're going for here. But, on the other hand, it's time to face the prayer. Go ahead, try blocking with it. You know you want to. Trying to be cautious as possible, and yet it still happens. Get poofed. Tokens, hehe, they don't exist when they're anywhere else, so... But yeah, there's going to be a lot of god creatures in Forgotten Realms, so I'm probably going to do some updates to my Divine Wrath deck, the proper one, rather than this one that's kind of got a few extras for the event. It's kind of weird that I haven't got any of the big emblems on this one right now, like I had actually before off camera, but sometimes that happens. I mean, you can see I added in some extra planeswalkers, and they were all once focused on my whole habit of emblem hunting. So, yeah, there's that. But, yeah. Okay. It's only a matter of time here. That applies to the fact that we're about to get Forgotten Realms time, so that's gonna be awesome. Ooh, crap. Ding. I would like to add some Forgotten Realms Pantheon into my Divine Wrath deck. That would be awesome. Double Sting. I'll hold on to that for a moment. Milling against this deck is actually kind of hilarious. Especially if they hit a certain landmine I've always left them there. I have seen millers just surrender when they hit that card. Oh, when they mill Gaia's Blessing, it is just beautiful to watch them just implode. Oh, there goes another sword. So, poof. But yeah, I got his emblem before, but it was kind of useless because I didn't have any elves in the deck. I have a couple of shapeshifters that count because they're changelings, but none of them I managed to cast that round, so things sort of didn't really happen with his emblem. I just got it, so it's one of those I can't play with functions that happen. Oh man, it would have been hilarious. To be perfectly fair, it's always great to watch them hit really far down in the stack, so they're going, no! I managed to mill over 100 cards, and it means nothing. Oh, that's when it's funniest for them to hit Gaia's Blessing and have it reshuffles my entire graveyard back in my library. That is just positively hilarious. Although, to be perfectly fair, this mills a few cards, but yeah, I'm not like a super miller with this deck, so, you know. I cannot claim this to be a milling deck. I will blast that before anything else happens. snow-covered plains, please? Thank you. Yeah, enter the God Eternals. Thing is, that I've got a lot of things in my original version of my Divine Wrath deck, which was this one was basically splintered off from based on various kinds of divinity, avatars, demigods, gods, their servants of dogma, just all sorts of things that were kind of related. So it's basically the power of divinity just comes down upon the enemy. And that, yeah, that includes various things like, oh, say, Enter the God Eternals, where the God Eternals actually popped up in Ravnica, and they're like, okay, that's a thing now. Interesting version of that combo, but they may find a little something in there. Who knows how many places that is. So they could hit my landmine. Let's see if they actually hit it, because you'll realize just how irrelevant that entire combo is if they just want to go for an infinity mill and wind up hitting the fact that there's something that can never be stopped down there. This could be just kind of funny. I wonder if they're going to surrender when they hit that one, like some of the other mill effects. They should know that if they use the combo, they can't really go all the way through with it because they'll always hit that card and my deck will regenerate. If they don't go through the combo, then I'm going to smash them next round with Yorion because they don't have anything with reach or flyer to defend themselves with. And so unless they can happen to be able to pay that last couple islands for something that would work out to defend them, they're basically toast. And I'm just gonna watch because I love seeing the reactions on players that heavily rely on milling whenever they hit Gaia's Blessing. And they're just going, didn't think of that. And it's just like, from there, there's like, oh man, why? Like most of them, I'd say like 90% surrender when they hit that card. There's a few that's just like, and they just let me continue from that point, but a good portion of them literally surrender. Like, they're just like, okay, this is officially not gonna work, so it doesn't happen. So basically here, with that green belt rampager, they can keep casting it, because they got the ability to use the caravan to produce a little bit of mana. And then it produces some energy whenever it lands, but if you can't pay the 2 that it requires to stay on the battlefield, it goes back. They pay one of those that it provides to that minister there that does the milling, and the other one comes back and can get recast again because every time Paradox Engine triggers from casting a spell, it untaps the other non-land cards, including, of course, the Minister, and the Paragon. But, in the end, this whole thing is pointless, because when they find out I have Gaia's Blessing in my deck, and that I actually... sorry, bumped the mic. When they find out I actually prefer to ensure there's less in my deck, it's a very big deck, then they'll find out, oh, that means that basically this whole thing was trash. In addition to, like, all the other things this deck can do, that is just one big trap, just waiting for them. Whenever they go through, like, hundreds of cards, seeing this humongous deck that just possibly seems off Divine Power, whether or not they actually get that is irrelevant. But then they, like, see suddenly, oh wait, Gaia's Blessing, not only is that thematically accurate, because, you know, Gaia being, like, a revered deity of, like, planetary power, and, or seen as the avatar of a planet, and hence, like, a form of divinity, and being represented in a card that happens to let you regenerate your entire deck. That was just an absolute critical hit for me, going with a theme that also is very functional. So, whenever they hit that, who knows how many later, it is going to be hilarious. And the fact that it hasn't hit yet says it's buried pretty deep in the deck. It would have been funnier in some other ways, because there's some combos I've seen for heavy milling that could mill a whole lot of cards, and they think, oh, this is great, I can mill any deck by using these humongous milling combos. And then they hit that card and they again still surrender. Sometimes the best offense really is a good defense. In this case, they literally can't break this deck with milling, especially right now. So unless they surrender using that last bit of mana they have to play something very specifically with flying or reach, which admittedly green has a lot of things with reach, and blue has a lot of flyers, then they literally can't do anything, because Yorian's gonna absolutely smash them next round. So they're basically doomed. And I have more handy blockers than they have the ability to do anything. Like, I can literally just block with these two. One is expendable, one is an indestructible god. And they can do nothing about it. And I still have a ton of health. So let's just let those two things let them have a little bit of damage in there. But that went a little far, and they couldn't do anything about that. So, in that case, we are back to various other things. So let's play my next piece of RAM there, just to say so. I was gonna peck a few things and then whack with Yorian, but yeah, well. Admittedly, I drew that out a little long after they'd tried to get through there for a while. I think their turn was taking so long that they were starting to hit the timer, even though they were continuously doing things. It kind of get you less and less time after an action to actually do another action. So there's that. Meanwhile, I guess I kind of went through a lot of things there, so I guess I can kind of log off for now. So, in that case, this has been Glitch Reaper, aka the original card game for the win. I'll be logging off, so hope to hear from you all later, and bye for now, everybody, and remember, MTG forever.